Hi everybody, in this video we're going to go over how to create a new lot that's going to show up on your lot's dashboard. A lot is a group of cattle that have been bought together that are managed together, or a unit of cattle. So to create a new lot, we're going to click on the new lot button. The first thing you're going to see on the create lot screen is whether you're going to have a background finishing lot type or a grazer lot type. The difference between background and finishing and grazer are your different feed phases. So your background and finishing lot type has one phase. It has days on feed and feed gain per day. So basically the cattle come in, they hit the feed lot, they stay in the feed lot until they're sold. Now your grazer lots are a little different. If you click on grazer, you can see you've got 3 feed phases now. You've got days on a grower ration, and then the pounds that you plan for them to gain on that grower ration per day. Then you have their days on grass, and then you have their finishing phase. So basically these cattle hit a grower ration, they hit the grass, and then you have a finishing ration that they're going to hit too. So that's the difference between your background finishing and your grazer. You got to decide whether your cattle are going to hit grass or not. For this example, we are going to just do a background finishing ration. You're going to give your lot a lot name. I'll go ahead and name this Winter Heifers 2025. You've got your cattle class, steer or heifer. This will show up on your dashboard as a badge so that you can sort and filter by that if needed. You've got your head count, how many you bought. And then you have your origin, where'd you buy them from. You can have one or multiple origins. If you have any marketing contracts with any packing houses, you can assign these cattle to that contract to monitor fulfillment of that contract. And another cool feature that we have is tags. If you need to separate certain groups and filter them on your dashboard to separate any profit numbers or cost numbers, you can use tags to do that. So one example would be as if you partner with someone on lots. You can go ahead and create a tag for that partnership. That way on your dashboard, if you want to keep these numbers separate from your other numbers, you can with tags. The next section is dates and weights. You're going to put in your purchase date. The weight in which you bought them at, which is the beginning weight. And then your sell weight shrink. So what's the shrink typically when you sell? As you start entering these numbers in, you'll find that the ending weight and the sell weight after shrink start to populate. These are going to automatically update too when you put in your days on feed and your feed gain per day. So your days on feed is how long you plan to feed them, and your feed gain per day is how many pounds you plan for them to gain per day when they're being fed. So now you can see that my ending weight is projected to be 1225 and my sell weight after shrink is 1182. I'm going to move over to my buy price. So what is the price I bought these at? You can go to the 4th decimal to the right if you want to be exact. You've got your interest rate that you have with your bank, your vet cost, which is a flat fee per head. Same with your trucking costs, a flat cost per head. And if you have any other flat cost per head, you can put that in the other cost field here. Next, you've got your daily costs. So this is your yardage, your water, and your labor. I'm going to go ahead and put my yardage in. This is per head. And if you manage your water and your labor separate, you can put those costs in here as well. Just remember it's the cost per head per day. Next, we'll put in our projected sale price. If you have any premiums that you collect, you can put those premiums in here. It's estimated premium per head. All right, let's move on to our feed nutrition. This is probably the coolest part about this program, is we're going to put in a ration schedule, which is going to auto-calculate your feed cost based on the ingredients, the quantity, and the price of each ingredient per pound that is within that ration template. So for this example, I'm going to have 3 different rations that I'm going to feed over a course of different days. The first one I'm going to select is going to be my starter ration template. And remember, these are going to be customizable to you because you actually create the ration templates. So when I select starter ration template, it shows me this is going to cost me $1.62 a day per head. I'm going to feed this ration from day 1 through, let's say, 21. So it previews at $1.62 per head per day at 21 days. This ration is going to cost you $34.18 per head for that 21 days. I'm going to click the add button, and now I'm going to move and feed this second ration that I have, a step-up ration, from days 22 through 45 for this lot. Again, I'm going to add this ration to my schedule. And my total feeding program cost is automatically updated per head as I add these rations. Now you can see a warning down here that says incomplete coverage. It says no ration assigned for days 46 through 150. That's because we only have a ration assigned from days 1 through 45. It's telling me I need to fulfill and put a ration in for all my feeding days that I projected, which, if you remember, I put in right here for days on feed. So for my third ration, I'm going to just put in my finish your ration, and I'm going to use this ration for the rest of the days that they're going to be on feed. So I'm going to put in 150 here, and I'm going to click add, and then I get a little green check mark saying my feeding program is complete. I have a ration that's covering all my days on feed. I have a total feeding program cost of $290 per head. So after I have my feeding program put in, I'm going to scroll down, and now I can look at all of my projected calculated outputs. So the system takes all the data that you just put in, and it pumps out for you projections such as weight and performance, which is going to show you your projected ending weight, sell weight, total gain, days owned, and projected ship date. You can see all that here. You've got a projected cost analysis, so you can see your calf cost, your feed costs, your cost a pound of gain for this lot, your interest costs, and then your total costs for this lot. You can see your total cost before and with interest per head, and then you've got your total lot cost here as well. Moving on to profitability, this is going to show you whether you're making money or you're losing money. So based on the amount of head that you bought and your average cost per head, it's going to show you your break-even price, your break-even per hundredweight price, and then it's got your projected revenue. So based on what you bought them at, your total cost, it's going to show you your projected total revenue and then your projected profit per head. So on this lot, it's estimating I'm going to make $447.92 per head, and my projected lot profit in total with 85 head is going to be $38,073. So these are all projections based on the data that you put in. If you want to add any notes to this lot, you can put those here. But once you are done and you're satisfied with all the information you put in this lot here, you can go to create lot. Once your lot is created, it falls onto your dashboard here. You can see my winter heifers 2025 that I just created. I've got 85 head assigned. I can see I partner with Dad on this one. It's got my class, my origins, my purchase date, ship date, how many head I bought, my cost per head based on my projections. If I hover over that number, I can see a detailed breakdown of where it's getting that number. I've got my break even for this lot and how it's calculating my break even. And then I've got my profit per head. And this again shows you a total breakdown of where it's getting that number from, just so that you know that it's accurate. All right, that's how you create a lot. Thank you for watching this video, and I'd encourage you to move on to the next one.